Now we're going to call the Capital Outlay Committee of the Whole agenda meeting to order for Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. Ms. Cindy, I didn't see a join the meeting button, but do I need to go back to join it?
Join the meeting now.
Okay, gotcha.
Just finish taking roll.
Awesome. And we need to do a roll call for this meeting as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, gotcha.
The reset button up here, so it'll let
Okay.
you join the meeting. You're not joining.
Gotcha.
Ms. Richards.
Present.
Mr. Tom Toller.
Here.
Ms. Robin Akers.
Here.
Mrs. Glenn Westmoreland.
Present.
Mr. Ray Duncan. Mr. Trent Anthony.
Here.
Mr. Jerry Moore.
Here.
Mr. Joey Piazza. Ms. Rose Dominguez.
Present.
Is that it? All right. Item A is to consider approval to renew the satellite shelters modular leases for a one-year term for an amount of $458,746. Mr. Terry Valaruta.
There's a power switch going there.
Yes, these are to renew the current class building that we're using as classrooms. Right now, it's a yearly renewal. That's all it is.
So move.
Second.
All right. Do we have any board member comments?
Oh, I do.
All right, Mr. Moore.
There's a microphone. Should be on.
Is it on? Okay, good. Mr. Valaruto, I noticed that the total bill for renting, I think it's 12 buildings, comes to almost $500,000. Is this something that we could do, something you could suggest that we could do to, how we could change what we're doing by leasing these buildings? Is there something else that we could be doing?
Yeah, so phase 2 is going to help a little bit with that, to relieve that. And then as we move down the road and understand the growth and where the parish is growing, then of course, we'd have to build permanent structures in on those campuses where we're having growth at. And then as we can see where we can alleviate a portable building to get rid of this rental or lease expense, then that would be the way to go.
Yeah, because this is I'm looking at from $700,000 to $105,000, for one building.
Yes.
That's a lot of money that we could be using for something more permanent.
Yes, sir. And
Is there something, okay, so you said this is part of phase 2.
phase 2 will help with some of this, depending upon growth. But we can look at it even further to see where, we need a plan for it. We need a plan to get these buildings out of the way, which is what we've been working on.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Then, as we're coming together and looking at it, we can look to see definitively what's happening with the permanent structures that's already there, and with the growth and potential growth of what's happening based on the student population at these schools.
Okay, so is it possible that we can go ahead and take a look and maybe present
Yes,
to
sir.
the board
Yes, sir.
something other than paying $500,000, per year for nonprofits?
Chairman.
Mr. Toller? Yeah.
Mr. Moore, yeah, I think Jeff probably wants to echo on this too, but I can say this, that even with phase 2 construction that we currently have on the books, we will still need portable buildings after that because of the growth. The growth has outpaced our construction tenfold. And until we get serious about trying to solve our facility problems, we're going to continue to have to rent. Chesbro right now, right down the road, needs space. They need space today. And we can't get it, so we have to wait till phase 2. So to answer your question, no, we don't want to waste money on leases. We want to build permanent structures, but we have to do that at a rate faster than what our population increase is.
Well, the Laranja district, isn't the ones that are all Laranja aren't there going to, that's in phase 2, so we'll be getting rid of those.
So I don't have a school-by-school number, but I was actually looking at this for some information we need to turn in. And based on the projections, phase 2 is going to reduce us from 105 portables to 45 portables. Okay, so that's why it's imperative to get phase 2 going, get that approved. That's why the judge approved it, because it's part of getting portables reduced. And certainly, as soon as we get phase 2 underway and we get this comprehensive evaluation back, we're going to need to be looking at phase 3. And where is it that we're needing to get rid of portable buildings? That is the priority for safety and security of kids, is to be able to, so I know Independence is part of that. I think ILA.
I think Laranja too.
I think ILA has maybe 12, and they're all going away with phase 2 according to the projections at the time it was approved.
Right. Now, Laranja, if we start on the high school, we'll be getting rid of some of those in phase 2.
I think it was all of them.
Yeah.
The one that's a real problem is we started with 12 portables at Chem Cooper, and after phase 1, the projection was to have 12 portables at Chem Cooper after phase 1, and after phase 2, to have 12 portables at Chem Cooper.
Right.
The numbers there, we're not building there to get rid of portables, we're building there to handle overcrowding.
Right.
Yeah, it's totally, yeah.
One other clarification too, we're saying portables, and we're talking about these satellite shelters, modular leases, they are totally different construction as far as, I know they're moved into the facility.
They're on axles. is
They're
what
all,
they refer to.
yes, but they are different than the old traditional portables that were just trailers. So these are more structurally sound than what we used to get as far as portables.
Absolutely.
Now, what if we did this more than a 12-month lease? Would we get a better deal if we did like a 2 or 3 year lease at a time? No? Okay. Because we're doing 12 months because we hope we don't have to use them more than 12 months.
We want to get rid of it.
Okay, and yeah, my concern is I know we need them right now. I know we need them.
Yes, sir.
My concern is, is how quickly we can move forward with getting it done. I think that most of that question has been answered. And I realize that we do have, that it does cost money.
Yes, sir.
And so I just wanted to get an answer as to, how quickly we can get moving. And I think the question is
Do we have any other board member comments or questions?
Call for vote.
No public input? All right, call for vote.
Voting is now open.
I lost internet connection. The answer is yes.
What's that? No. He lost internet connection, Mr. Jerry. Yeah, I think so.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, item B is to consider approval to renew the Williams Scotsman Portables lease at various schools for a one-year term for an amount of $416,979. Mr. Terry?
Basically the same.
Same thing. Got it. Do we have any questions or comments on this proposal?
Motion to adopt.
All right. No public input, correct? All right. I'm sorry, thank you for the motions, by the way. And call for vote.
I'm sorry, I was fixing something.
There's a motion,
I got a
second.
Voting is now open.
Suggest let them know that this is a committee meeting that we have to.
Okay, gotcha.
Mr. Noor votes yes.
Voting
Voting is closed.
is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, item C is to consider approval to purchase a new modular sixth classroom building for Woodland Park Magnet School Library from Satellite Shelters, Inc., for an amount of $147,736, pending court approval. Mr. Terry.
Yes, sir. These are where the portable buildings are right now. That's where the permanent structure is planned to go. So we need to put them on the left-hand or the right-hand side of the school, closer to the road. And so we have to, and then we're actually going to lease 2 buildings, and then there's a vacant building at a meet that we're going to haul over, so we'll actually be reducing it by one cost from what is existing right now on the campus. But it's necessary in order to build phase 2.
Okay, do we have a motion for this?
So move.
Second.
Question?
Yep. Mr.
This
Toller?
says to purchase? So
No, so we're going to lease, and it has,
so this is a lease, not a purchase?
Not a part.
It says purchase.
Because it says purchase, which I was really excited that we're going to purchase a sixth classroom for $147,000.
I was thinking the same thing.
Good
Yeah.
change, that's
that's a typo.
a good deal.
Do we need to amend this item, Ms. Cindy? Item C, it says consider approval to purchase, but it should be to lease.
Okay.
Do we need to have a motion to amend it?
Well, I made the motion, so
Okay,
we'll just say that my motion reflected a lease, not a purchase.
Okay.
okay.
That's for 1 year?
Yes, sir, 1 year.
Yeah, sure.
Just to give everybody a heads up, I see some new faces. We're having a committee meeting first, then we'll have the regular meeting at 6. So y'all are welcome to come in, participate. We didn't want you thinking we were starting jumping the gun.
Yeah, so we have it, have we amended the language?
Motion to approve these.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And do we have any other board member questions or comments? Any public input on this item? All right, call for vote.
Voting is now open.
Are you going to speak on these two for him? Okay.
Voting is now closed. Motion passes unanimously.
All right, item D is request the board be provided written monthly updates on the status of Phase 2 projects on the first Monday of each month. Mr. Toller is standing in for Mr. Duncan on this one.
And I did not speak to Mr. Duncan about this, but I mean, obviously what he's looking for is just information on a monthly basis so we can stay abreast of what's happening with Phase 2. Information's always good. The administration supports it, and I'm sure Mr. Valaruda supports it as well, so.
That's not a problem.
Okay, and item E.
You don't need to vote on that or anything.
No vote required on these. Item E is to request the board be provided written monthly updates on any and all Hurricane Ida repairs that have been identified but not completed on the second Monday of each month. And Mr. Toller would be standing in for Mr. Duncan again, but I think Mr. Valaruda understands the request. Okay, thank you. With that being said, that is all the items, and meeting is adjourned.